have like chickens and roosters and stuff. But man, awesome fight. And no, the Gap Band song early in the morning is not about to come on, but excellent fight. Both men fought their butts off. Shout out to Arthur Beterbiev. Shout out to Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde gave Arthur Beterbiev the most trouble I've seen a fighter give him since Marcus Brown, except in this fight, Beterbiev was hurt a couple of times. But at the end of the day, you got to give credit to Arthur Beterbiev's heart. He kept fighting, and he was able to hurt Anthony Yarde. I could tell Anthony Yarde, the damage he was taking was starting to, get to him. You started to see it around the 6th round, and he basically was fighting for survival, hoping that maybe, hey, I'll fight for survival, but if I can land something meaningful and I can get him down, then that'll work too. But you just knew it was coming. You just knew it was coming. And when he went down, I saw the look in his face like it's one of them, is just wait. And you just see it happens with Arthur Beterbiev. But Yarde, he did his thing. This is a fight we can watch over and over again. One thing about Arthur Beterbiev, he will not disappoint you. This is why I travel to see him fight. This is why if he fights in the States, I go see him fight, because he's an exciting fighter. It's just like I said, I told you, Yarde had a good game plan where basically he was like, I'm just going to try to take the fight to Beterbiev and see what happens, which most dudes don't try to do. But I've seen enough in there to tell me that Canelo can't mess with him. Because, I mean, let's be honest, could Canelo take those punches that Yarde hit Beterbiev with? The only thing that's next to happen, and that should happen, and that is old to us boxing fans, is undisputed with him and Bibble. As far as the scorecards go, I had it 4-3 in favor of Beterbiev going into, because I just thought those rallies, he was just starting to do more damage. So I had it, I know Yarde was up on 2 of the scorecards, but he was fighting at home. And you got to give Arthur Beterbiev credit. The dude goes on the road for fights. This dude is the champion, but yet he has to go on the road. I don't think he quit. He was just taking too much damage, because I was, watching the fight with, a couple of people, and they just saw it. It was starting to take toll. I predicted a 7th round stoppage, but I was off by 1 round. But I was impressed that Yarde, he tried, and that's the only thing you could give him. That's the only thing you can give him credit for. He tried, and he made a great effort out of trying to get Beterbiev out of there. He fought his heart. You know what I'm saying? He fought his heart off, and unfortunately, it just didn't pan out. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. At the end of the day, 19 men have tried, 19 men have failed. But his corner thought he was taking too much punishment. And when he got dropped, did you see how he looked at his corner? He looked at his corner like, So, Tundi, basically saw enough, and he was just like, we got, and that's pretty much what it came down to. Well, at the end of the day, his corner threw in the towel. They thought he was taking too much punishment because he was about to get hurt really bad, and you saw it. And like I said, let's not attack Yarde. At the end of the day, nobody survived Arthur Beterbiev. I mean, he made one dude retire after his first loss, so that just goes to show you. Yeah, I thought Beterbiev was ahead. I had him up. I had it 4-3 in favor of Beterbiev. but I knew he was gonna stop Yarde. I mean, this dude, like I said, Arthur Beterbiev, he deserves to be on the pound for pound list, and he keeps proving why he's. I mean, you got to make an argument that Arthur Beterbiev at least should be scratching the top 5, top 6. Thank you, appreciate it. No, listen. You know, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, Yarde, he fought his heart. He fought with all the heart you can ask for a fighter to have in a fight, especially taking on somebody like that. And it was a great fight. But like I said, I saw Arthur Beterbiev fight at least in person, like at least 3 or 4 times. And that's what happens. He just starts to impose his will on you. He starts to break you down. And then the thing about Arthur Beterbiev, he has good ring IQ. He made adjustments. He was like, okay, I'm a back up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Try to shake it off and then reset and come back in. And that's what he was doing. That's what he was doing when Yarde would have him in trouble. And then the thing that Yarde would do that would get him in trouble, spend too much time up against the ropes. You do not, and I mean you do not want to be up against the ropes. Look at the fight when they replay it later on. Those uppercuts that he was getting hit with against the ropes, they was taking toll on him. And I was like, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, he should fight. He should fight Bilbo. I'm gonna talk about that later on. The problem is with Bilbo that I don't like with Bilbo. I don't like the fact that he's going to be fighting Canelo at 168, allegedly. Now, that's not set in stone yet, but I feel right now he should think about fighting Beterbiev, you know, because at the end of the day, get the undisputed out the way, and the Canelo fight will be there for him. Well, your power is always the last to go. Well, you know, I mean, Errol Spence, you know, that's his thing. He was, you know, just like they hoping that Terrence Crawford age out. You know, that's what he was hoping. That's why he said the clock was probably catch up to Arthur Beterbiev, you know, because that's how they getting down. They trying to age Terrence Crawford out. That's why he brought, you know, that's why he brought that up. So that's why, yeah. I see Errol Spence like keeping track of people's birthdays and stuff. So now let me be quiet because I don't want the Spence Brigade to come after me. You know, I don't want them to come after me because, you know, anytime you say something, even if you joke about Errol Spence, they come after you. They attack you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't want the Errol Spence coat to come after me and stuff. So, you know, you know, for real. So I'm gonna leave, you know. So now I gotta be cool, K7. I don't want the Spence Brigade to come after me. I don't want the Spence cult to come after me. So, you know, I don't want nobody standing in front of my house with, you know, hoodies on, black hoodies on, and robes and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, but so, I'm gonna you know, I could be Petty Aubrey. I could make a video talking about how Errol Spence said that age was go play. Man, you shouldn't even have said that, bro, because you kind of told on yourself when you said that, bro. listen, you got a point about Bibo. You got a point about Bibo, but see, here's the thing about Bibo that y'all have to understand for him to be successful against Spence. I mean, excuse me, against Beterbiev. He has to fight the perfect fight. And I mean, if he try to get into a slugfest, with Beterbiev, that's not gonna be a good idea. He's gonna have to fight a perfect fight. Like utilize the jab. He's gonna have to turn Beterbiev. But the problem is with Beterbiev, he can cut off the ring. And he is willing to take a couple of punches to dish out some punches. He's willing to take a little bit of punishment to issue out some punishment. So that's the problem. Like I said, when you fight Beterbiev, the problem is it's cool when you hit him, but the problem is when he starts hitting you. We've seen this so many times. Once he starts landing punches, your game plan starts to go out the window. It starts to dwindle. I seen Anthony Yarde, how he was looking in the early rounds when he was getting hit. Like he was looking like, damn. That's always the thing with Beterbiev. Once he starts landing punches and imposing his will, then it seemed like your game plan just go out the window, and then you have to just fight for survival. Like I said before, Bibble is going to have the perfect game plan in order to beat Beterbiev. If not, he just going to be victim number 20. Even if you start landing punches on Beterbiev, even if you hurt him, all he gonna do is reset. He'll back up, he'll get on his bicycle a little bit, and then he'll reset. But if that's if you hit him in the middle of the ring. But like you see what he did whenever Yarde would have him up against the ropes, he would turn, he would switch, and then he would start pounding on him against the ropes. And then he'd start letting his hands go. He been saying that for a while. Francis, he been saying that for a while. So this wouldn't surprise me. But let's just see how it fares. And I was cracking up. I was looking like at the fight, and I was looking at Jake Paul like in the audience. He had a look on his face when he was seeing them punches landing. He was like, I would never fight Arthur Beterbiev. He was like, I never, like I said, the dude is good. And he's good. At the end of the day, no matter how his career turns out, he's a legend already. Yeah, Jake Paul was looking like, man, I will never fight that dude. Hopefully we could get the fight did. I would like to see Beterbiev versus Bibble. Hopefully at the end of the year. That's a New York fight if I ever seen one. That's a Madison Square Garden fight. And I can tell you this much, I will personally be there. I don't care what, hey, what's up? I don't care what I got going on. I will be at that fight. If that fight is in the States, I don't care if it's in Idaho, I'll go to that. I will make my way to Idaho. But more than likely, if the fight happens, that's a New York fight, right? That is a flat out New York fight. That's Madison Square Garden. Well, as far as Devin Haney go, we need Lomachenko to make a decision. They got a date, and I heard the fight is gonna be in Las Vegas. I hear that there's some loose ends. They tying up about some money and stuff, but from my knowledge, from what I was told, that the fight is gonna happen May the 20th, and it's looking like Las Vegas. Hey, what's up? You think Bibble gonna outclass Beterbiev? Maybe. But like I said, he gonna have to fight the perfect fight. When I say he gonna have to be flawless, I'm talking about one mistake. One mistake. And when I say he gonna have to fight perfect for 12 rounds, because I'm telling you, one mistake and it's gonna be curtains. He gonna end up just like everybody else. But like I said, let's get this fight made. Let's get this fight made. I want to see it. The fans demand it. Let's get this fight made. Hopefully, like I said, we can get it. Well, we talking about Andre Ward, man. We talking about Andre Ward, though. Andre Ward is in a class by himself. Oh, what's going on? I told you what I'll tell you. Shout out to my homie World Combat Sports, ATL in the building. I told you. I told you. I told you Yarde was gonna be victim number 19. But he fought a good fight, man. He fought an excellent fight. You know what I'm saying? Hats off. This is what we want in boxing, man. This is what we want to see. These are the type of matchups that we want to see. We want to get undisputed. We all know we not going to get it more than likely at 147. Probably, you know, when Terrence Crawford turns 36 this year, maybe Errol Spence will fight him maybe sometime in 2024, because he basically said he basically told on himself, since he seemed to be worried about somebody's age. Remember, your power is always the last to go. All it takes is one punch from Artur Beterbiev to land, and then all of a sudden things start falling apart. He put you, you know what I'm saying? Artur Beterbiev, what he does, like, he makes you abandon your game plan. Then you have to fight. Yarde fought off instinct. He fought off instinct. And he showed a lot of heart, but at the end of the day, didn't pan out too good for it. But so, you know, Gino, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna leave. Like I said, I don't want the Spence Brigade to come after me, man. I don't want them to come after me, you know, because he shouldn't have tweeted talking about you know, age may play a factor in this fight. Okay, so that means you worried about Terrence Crawford age. So that means, okay, you got to watch that kind of stuff, because one thing about me, man, I pay attention to that kind of stuff. I'll pay attention to that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. So you kind of admitted that you waiting for Terrence Crawford to get a little bit older. But Terrence Crawford had some kind of meeting. The video will be up probably in about 10 minutes. He met with Golden Boy. He met with Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya. At the end of the day, this is what you're supposed to do when you are a promotional free agent. But we all know I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be cool. As far as people talking about they own boss and, you know, the last house on the left and the other side of the street, we know that ain't the we know that ain't the case. We know that ain't the case. I don't even pay attention to people like that. I don't even think the diehard Spence fans believe that he could do anything but Andre Ward. You talk about a dude that almost got knocked out by a light punching Ugas. Basically, the ropes held him up. We could talk about Terrence Crawford being hurt versus Gamboa and the Mean Machine, but Gamboa was a fierce puncher back in his day. He was a vicious puncher and he had power, so that's different. But at the end of the day, Terrence Crawford finished the fight. He ended up stopping the dude, just like he gave Gamboa his first loss when Gamboa was undefeated, when Gamboa was that dude. Everybody can talk about what Gamboa became later on, but when Gamboa was undefeated, it was hesitance to get in the ring with that dude. So at the end of the day, I don't want to hear that baloney. You know, because I already know it don't matter who Terrence Crawford fight, the Errol Spence Brigade is gonna find something wrong with it, because that's how they do. Because they act like children, and they're childish, and they're a bunch of goofballs. And that's just the bottom line. But anyway, you guys gotta load these videos. We'll do another live later on.